Has anyone else been completely overwhelmed with the amount of AI photographs they've seen on the internet lately? They're on Facebook, they're on my Instagram feed, there's YouTube videos made with nothing but AI, and apparently they're even winning photo contests. I feel like AI photography, if that even is a thing, is everywhere and it's growing and it's soon gonna take us all over like the Blob. Last year, it was pretty easy to spot some of these AI images online. There was always something a little bit off about them, and they all sort of had a plastic sheen or glossiness to them. The scary part is, though, that this year, they're getting good. So here's a couple of photos from a famous tree in Bryce Canyon National Park. On the left-hand side is my own photo, which please don't roast me, I know it's not very good. And on the right-hand side is a photo I came across on Facebook of an AI-generated version of the same tree. At first glance, both of them do look pretty similar, but if you start looking around, you'll notice a bunch of differences. In real life, it's just growing from the dirt, but in the AI photo, it's coming out of this white rocky ground. You can also notice some differences in the hoodoos in the background and also in the root structure of the tree itself. So you might be thinking these are just two similar trees in the same park, but I can assure you they are not. I have spent way more time than I ever care to in Bryce Canyon National Park, and this tree does not exist. This is just one example of thousands of photos that are uploaded daily. Images like these are popping up all over social media and they're getting tons of engagement. More important though, they're tricking people into thinking they actually exist. You might be saying, so what, Nicholas? Old people are fooled on Facebook all the time. And I would agree. But as someone who has a career in photography, it's impossible to ignore the calling signs that this is just the beginning. One of the ways I used to make money with my images was through stock photography. And while that was never especially lucrative for me, for some photographers, it was their main source of income. If you go to Shutterstock's homepage though, you can see right here in their search bar, they're advertising AI-generated stock. Now, obviously, they still sell traditional stock photography. A business isn't going to just abandon existing content that's already making them money. But I would bet that Shutterstock is happier when a customer chooses to buy AI-generated photos over existing stock content. They're still making money off of it, but they don't have to pay out a portion of that to a photographer. So I recently came across a Reddit post from an Uber Eats driver who was complaining about AI-generated images for restaurant menus. So I decided to look into this a little more and found AI artists on Fiverr who can create something very similar for as little as $15. So this raises the question, why would a small business hire a photographer for several $100s when they can get similar results on Fiverr for a fraction of that? But then I came across this website, trytreat.ai. They advertise that Treat uses generative AI to deliver on-brand imagery for product pages, email, SMS, Amazon, and ads, faster and at a fraction of the cost. These images are really good. I cannot see product photography being a valid career when technology like this exists. The camera body I'm recording this on costs around $4,000. I've got about $10,000 in lenses. I pay a monthly subscription to Adobe. Last year, I had to upgrade my computer to handle these high megapixel images. Meanwhile, any number of these AI platforms can produce comparable results in a few minutes. Obviously, AI isn't going to replace the experience of getting a photo, but if the end result can be replicated with just a few clicks in just a few minutes for almost nothing, a company that buys photos isn't going to care about the experience. They're going to care about their bottom line. So my situation is a little bit different because I'm in landscape photography.
I'm a nerd.
And most landscape photographers don't rely on a single source of income. Outside of print sales, a lot of photographers make money through selling Photoshop tutorials. And then I came across this guy's website where he is actually selling AI tutorial videos on how to create realistic AI photographs. This is mind-blowing to me, but apparently there is a market for it. So let's say you're not interested in monetizing photography, it's just a simple hobby to you. I still think that Photoshop's AI tools are taking away that incentive for photographers to capture the perfect shot. Here's an example of a sunset with a very boring and blue sky. All I have to do is make a quick selection and then go down to generative fill and then type in nice sunset with puffy clouds. Go over, hit generate. And just like that, I have a nice sunset with plenty of clouds. We can compare that with the original. Boring, nice clouds. It's pretty easy to see which one is better. So here's a photo where I missed the sunburst. I just make a circular selection right where the sun was. Again, go to generative fill, type in sunburst, and hit generate. And just like that, I have a nice sunburst in my photo. I don't think it's unreasonable to say that these photographs manipulated with AI tools are blurring the lines between fact and fiction, and it raises a lot of questions about what is a photograph. Now, I definitely have seen some pushback against AI photographs, but most of this is coming from photographers themselves and not the consumers of photography, which, to be honest, I don't think would care either way. Some genres of photography, like portraits or weddings or journalism, are definitely going to be safe from AI. There's no replicating a news story with an AI created image. But with creative fields, I can really only see AI continuing to grow and artistic photography shrinking. Look, I love photography. I've been taking photos since I was a little kid. I love going on trips. I love taking my camera with me. I love taking pictures. That's not going to change. But AI photography is here, and it's not going away. If we photographers are going to remain relevant, we're going to have to adapt.